Well, it's the time again, isn't it? End of a year. So, I want to share some of my thoughts and something that I want to talk about 2019. And yes, this is my real voice. Pretty cringy, isn't it? And if there's some grammatical errors, I'm sorry about that, because English is not my native language. Alright, let's get into it. So for the first few months, or should I say, literally the first half of 2019, I was preparing for a very important exam in my life. It is called Comprehensive Assessment Program for Junior High School Students. And just in case if you don't know it, I came from a place called Taiwan. And every 9th grader there need to take this exam in order to go to high schools. And let's just say that I got a pretty decent looking grade and had a chance to choose to one of the better school in my region, I think. And after that, I literally got nothing to do. So for the next 2 months, I just eat, sleep, watching videos, and playing video games every day. In late May, I suddenly remembered the animation channel that I used to watch back in 2014 to 2016, SMG4. I decided to search it up and see what it has been now. The results? I was shocked. They have evolved so much, became an animation company, have many new characters, new stories, and even has its own animated series now. It kinda sparked my interest in creating my own contents, considering that I have been messing around with Charisma for a few years already, but I haven't made something meaningful with it. So I started to practice some basic scene building, trying to make a Gmod save based on SMG4's universe. Yes, you heard that right, a Gmod save. But I was still not satisfied. I want to create something that is more accessible and more entertaining towards the others. And maybe because of SMG4, I regained my interest in Nintendo games. Well, I had a Nintendo Wii that my parents bought when it was extremely popular here in Taiwan at the time. I used to play it day after day, but a few years later, I just simply lost interest and went to PC gaming later on. That is, until this July, when I got myself a Nintendo Switch. Then, I somehow got interested in Splatoon, maybe because of its colorful design, creative gameplay, or just its settings in general. Now I know this game since its initial release in 2015, but at the time, I simply just don't have any interest in it. I only know that it's Nintendo's new IP after a few years, and a shooter game made by Nintendo. I didn't even know he has a sequel when it was released. That is, until now. Therefore, I discovered more and more Splatoon animations, posters, and artworks. And considering that, I want to create something meaningful with Gmod. And I already have some ideas for animations back then. So I think this might be a good start. So in August of this year, I created a DeviantArt account and installed Discord. I joined the community by this very first poster I made in Gmod here. And I made other 2 posters later on. Then I went on to SFM for a short while, but I went back to Gmod after learning its restrictions and complexity. Then, I somehow got in contact with a true content creator for the first time, Boxy, and I still having contacts with him till this very day. He provided me with some technical support and some techniques that have still been helpful for me to create contents today. He also made some really good works. You should go check it out. His channel will be put in the description. And ever since then, I have improved a lot, and still trying to find a place for me in this community. I gotta say, if I haven't remembered SMG4 and discover other animators, I wouldn't exist in this community. And if I haven't met Boxy at the time, I could still be a nobody in this community. I really appreciate these guys. If not for them, I wouldn't be standing where I am today. Now, here I am, trying to make some contents to entertain other people and enjoy doing them too. And yes, I know this is in the past, but I have to mention it again. When I first joined the community, I also remember some old Gmod animators that I used to watch back in the days. One of them is Omega Mario 89. I searched it up and then I learned about the whole drama that happened in the community last year. Well, I hope something like this incident won't happen again. But later this year, it happened again, multiple times. Quite impressive, isn't it? And yes, I sincerely hope these kind of things won't ever happen again in the next year. Sometimes, I went back to see some old artworks and animations, seeing how times are changed. Some of them are left, retired, being inactive, or just simply moves on. Well, it's quite sad to see them leave, but it's their own decision. Sometimes, you just have to let it go. But still, there are still a decent amount of content creators out there that is still creating content for us to enjoy. Plus, there are also some new members in the community, including myself. And sometimes, I watch some animations and posters that have cameos in it. Imagine, what if myself was in it? Yes, I know I'm still not as talented, influential, or popular as these guys are. Yes, it could quite saddens me a little bit. But it also motivates me, telling me to work more and work harder. My opinion is that if someone features you in their works, but you don't request it or asking it first, that means the works and efforts you put in have been recognized by these people. And sometimes, I feel like I was too late into this scene. Splatoon animations. You'll see, I technically joined the community in August this year. What happened before and after that? Splatoon 2 just became a complete game after its final Splatfest ended in July, and the third game haven't been developed yet. And the following drama that happened since around late August to November this year. Therefore, the viewership is kinda dropping in my opinion. Since there's no further updates for Splatoon 2 anymore, could mean no further interest is for the game to some people. And the drama could really drove a lot of people away. And not to mention YouTube's new policy. It also drove some people away. For those who already have a decent amount of fans, subscribers, and viewers, this may not be a problem for them. But for me, well, just look at it yourself. A beginner in this community, not having a decent amount of content yet, and still not recognizable enough, and have to face this kind of mess already. Well, I went in anyway. Those things are not gonna stop me making content as a beginner. In fact, I still have a project that I'm working on right now, as you can see from previous teaser. And if I have to say something that I regret with, I would say that I should start my career sooner. Not let those 2 months waste on doing meaningless stuff. And speaking of subscribers, I just found out that I have over 50 subs now. Yes, this seems like a small number to most of you, but still, it's a little achievement for me already. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Well, 2019 has already been an interesting year for me. I tried many new different things this year, including making my own contents for everyone else to enjoy. Since there's not much Taiwanese here doing Gmod and SFN contents, let alone Splatoon ones. From just a normal Taiwanese guy to working on my way to become a content creator. It sure is a pretty interesting year for me. I started my career this year, and I hope I will do better in the next year. Well, I think that's about it. Thank you for watching and listening to some of my thoughts. Goodbye for now. See you all in 2020.